Exactly. I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. All right, we all understand this. We understand that this is the heart of being free. This falls, it's all gone whenever they want to take it. Okay? What we need to do is talk to people. Okay? There's going to be people you disagree with. We need to be calm. We need to validate their fears and concerns. But there's facts out there. There's facts that prove gun control does not work. Okay, I did some research. Oh, you'll find blogs and such, and some have twisted numbers. So I said, well, I'm going to find out the facts from the source. So I went to England's governmental page, the Home Office. And they have a report. You have to do some digging. It shows the crime rates from 1898 to 2002. So I took that report. I spent some time. I focused. The gun ban went in effect at the beginning of '98, the end of '97. Took those crime numbers and I compared them till the chart ended to 2002. Very interesting. I have a question for Ms. Feinstein. How do you knowingly push these controls when you know people will be victimized? In the end of 1997, there were 748 murders, homicides. By 2002, 891. Threats or conspiracy to murder went from 9,600 to 13,600. Death by carjacking started out at 18, ended at 35. Rape, just under 7,000, went to just under 10,000. Here's a very interesting one. Burglary went down. That's when they get into your home, they break in and they steal your jewelry. Robbery is when they do it in front of you. Robbery doubled. 62,000 to 121,000. In England, fans have been, will get together, go into your home, make you sit down on the couch with your wife and kids, stay there for hours and extort you to get all your money and jewelry. They can. You don't have a gun. There's 5 of them. That's what's happening. How do you know this and push gun control? Why? I don't understand. We need to calmly share this information with people. We need to be patient. We need not be divisive. There's lots of issues that we have stands on, whether it's faith, abortion, whatever it be, and I feel strongly about mine. This is the core to freedom. This amendment here. We need to get out there and talk. We win by public opinion. Okay? These people play games for votes. They don't care about the facts.
That's right.
On both sides. Otherwise, this wouldn't even be an issue. Otherwise, Ms. Feinstein would be out here going, I understand your fear, folks, but if we pass these things, you're going to be victimized. Murders stay the same. Oh, in England, murders by gun went down. Murders stayed the same. I don't care if I'm shot or stabbed. It still sucks. So I'm imploring you people, the way we're going to win this is we have to talk to people. We have to educate people. The media is conveniently leaving out things. When I found the ones that were supporting gun control, they talked about crimes by gun. Right? Crimes by gun did go down. It did. Violent crime doubled, and they don't tell you that. Why? I don't know. Okay, but we need to validate these people. We need to be informed. We need to educate, and we need to be strong. Some people are going to be unreasonable. Smile and walk away. Stay firm. A couple other interesting facts. Washington, D.C. Notoriously violent city of Washington, D.C. just saw its murder rate fall below triple digits for the first time since 1963. Guess what, folks? That was 4 years after the Supreme Court overturned the city's handgun ban in D.C. We need to ask our politicians why they're not looking at these numbers. And we need to ask people that are for gun control why they're not stopping, leaving the emotion on the table, and looking at the facts. They do have an agenda, but we need to educate people. There's lots of people out there the good people that fear guns. I understand that it's a gun, but they don't understand the bigger picture. It's counterintuitive. It's simple. It's a child will think, take away guns, we'll be safe. They need to be educated. The numbers are out there, whether on a national level or a state level, a city level, county level. The numbers are there.
That's right.
So stay strong. Get outside your comfort zone. Talk to people. Don't get angry with them. Validate their fears. Explain the facts. And another thing, we all say that we'll die and cry from our cold dead fingers. I agree 100%, but that's not how they're going to do it. They're smarter than that. They're doing it this way through legislation. They're doing it through propaganda. They're doing it bit by bit. And that's why we have to be here. That's why we have to be vigilant. We know, we see the writing on the wall. Well, we need to let other people know. No, I go to gun stores. I'm not going to that. I don't know what to say, but I keep talking. I keep trying to get people to understand. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I have literature here from gun owners of California, some flyers. I'd like everybody to grab them. I've also been flying this on the back of my Jeep. So I have these decals made up. They cost me about $15 a piece. I'll give them away, but I'd like to get my money back. So if anybody's concerned, they're a little bit larger than this, and I have small ones too. So, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be here today. Thank you for giving me the privilege to speak. I spoke in a rally a couple of weeks ago, again on the Second Amendment, and it is my privilege to stand here. What I do on a daily basis and have done for close to 3 decades is I'm a minister of the gospel, and I pastor a church in Davis, California, and I have done so for 21 years. The reason that we're here today is because we're looking to protect our constitutional rights, all of them. Right now, the Second Amendment is being reworked, questioned. People are doubting or trying to doubt its validity anymore. They keep saying that it was put in place at a time when it was needed, but we don't need it anymore, etc., etc. But it is very interesting. It's very interesting. There's a gentleman right here who has a sign that says, "Rights lost are harder to regain." I really like that sign. Thank you very much. And whoever, did you make it and you give it to him? Okay, that's not right. Do you agree with the sign? That's right. So just hold that up real quick. Rights lost are harder to regain. We are standing here today in front of our state capitol because whether people are elected or not, in any party they might be elected or not, once they are elected, they are supposed to represent the people, and they take an oath to defend the Constitution. Now, what we're doing today is we are protesting against incrementalism, which systematically takes away the right of free people. Now, the right of free people is not guaranteed to us because we are Americans. The right of free people is guaranteed to us or given to us, bestowed to us by our Creator. And we have to understand, I have a friend who's standing behind me, and he's actually a friend of mine. I actually know. But we had a discussion a while ago. You know, even if theologically, okay, spiritually, you are an atheist, even if you're an atheist spiritually, you do not ever want to capitulate to someone who says that your rights are given to you by elected officials. If you are an atheist, when it comes to politics, you must stand and say, my rights have been given to me by my Creator. And then you can say, and what church do you go to? Then you can say, I'm an atheist. It doesn't matter. It's not about theology. It is about fact. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a preacher, and I believe there is a God. I believe we were all created. I don't think we are self-generated. I do not think that that this world operates in goodness. God created us good, but He also gave us choice. And we choose to do what we choose to do, whether it is good or evil. Now, another point I want to make today, and we all know this, but we have to educate those who are around us and do it nicely with a smile and everything else. When you talk to people, we need to tell them again that guns do not kill people on their own. It is the intent behind any weapon that is used to do harm or to do good. Now, a lot has circulated over the last few weeks about, well, the president has armed guards and the governor has armed guards, and we are not sitting here saying that they shouldn't, because we know instantly what will happen if they don't. Especially, if you can imagine, if our elected officials or people who are in political power or lead over us would put signs on their vehicles saying, "We are not carrying weapons today." Or if the bulletproof windows on vehicles that are there to protect those who need protection, if the windows are rolled down. You don't roll down windows on bulletproof vehicles for a reason. You arm yourself and protect those who lead you for a reason. But the other thing that needs to be protected are the citizens from all kinds of oppression, internal and external. We are not here because we are paranoid. We are here because we are defending constitutional rights. We are not here to gain something that politicians may or may not give us. And unfortunately, I don't know if you know this, did you guys know that in the last election cycle, the reason as a pastor I stepped into the race here for the 7th, I ran against Roger Dickinson, and here in Sacramento. The reason I did it is because he was running unopposed. Unopposed. Now, he is not a friend as far as I'm concerned of constitutional rights. I saw him stand right where this gentleman is, addressing high schoolers facing that way, saying that Prop 30 was going to fully fund schools. That's an outright lie. Prop 30 was written to fund the general fund, and then maybe if politicians decide they'll give it to the schools. What we have to do now is keep politicians accountable. Watch what they say and then watch what they do. Small example, they said they would fund education. Keep the pressure on politicians, your representatives, to say, have you funded my school yet? We need to give them trouble on other fronts because they've gotten very sneaky and they create trouble against law-abiding citizens in things that do not matter, that should not be an argument. The Second Amendment is not an argument. It is not something that we should be debating. The Second Amendment is a right that we have as citizens of the United States, period.